Well, we're continuing our series looking at vloggers in the Isle of Man. They're based here, but they're talking to a worldwide audience. Ralfy, who's with us now, we've chatted in the past, Ralfy, when you were just starting, I think, and thanks to whiskey at the time. But you like your whiskies, you like your spirits. And Ralfy.com, according to this, and this has just been hot off the press, 110,288 subscribers. Today, just today. And this, yes. Very proud of this, aren't you?
So, something that the Isle of Man should have more of, Paul, because anybody, absolutely anybody with some equipment and access to the internet and setting up their own channel can be surprised at the amount of interest out there as regards specific hobbies, sports.
Yeah. I mean, you need 100,000 subscribers to get this, and you've already...
Absolutely.
When was this, like last week? Or I mean, how fast it moved? I mean,
it was a few months ago now, to be honest. It's not moving that fast.
No,
but hey, it's steady and it's fast enough.
This is your camera? This is the gear you use?
This is the studio, yep. Fairly all stuff bought off of eBay, actually. But simple works the best. It's fairly practical, it's mobile, and of course with modern electronic technology in cameras and recording devices that are available to everybody, it's amazing the quality of the results you can get.
Congratulations. How do people get on this? I mean, Phil, I should ask, are you a millionaire now? Are you making money? Because everyone assumes that everyone's making lots of money on this.
Right, so the top 50 or so YouTubers are making a lot of money.
In the world?
In the world, yes.
You're talking millions and millions of people that are following them, right?
Millions and millions of followers and millions in advertising revenue associated to their channel. So they tend to be the visible ones. But there's an awful lot of other contributors to the YouTube format who are actually either making a reasonable living out of it or they're actually getting a self-funding hobby, which is what I've got.
How do you? I was going to you viewers. I mean, you like doing this anyway, right? So
I like doing this. I've been doing it for 9 years. I'll be celebrating my 10th anniversary next year. 10 years as a YouTube creator. Over 1,000 videos online.
You're filming here and away because we've got some shots now of you in a bar somewhere. Where's this?
Absolutely. The bar's in Glasgow in North Street, Charing Cross. It's for the second year in a row. It has won. Good Pub Guide Whisky Bar of the Year, UK. Wow. It's called the Bon Accord. And it's the one bar that they've always made me welcome from the very start.
You get free samples.
Well, I'd like to say that, I mean, it sounds great, free samples and free gifts, but frankly, it's a nightmare. It's the last thing you want. Because when producers around the world, and they will want to send free stuff, but unfortunately, it's not necessarily the stuff they can easily sell themselves, and therefore, what's the point? You're far better keeping your independence, your autonomy, focusing on buying what you review because it preserves one's integrity.
Because these are influencers, aren't they? And you buy basically that. Someone sends you a product and you happily waive it. You don't get that's interesting. You don't do that because it must, as you say, the temptation must be there.
The temptation is enormous, particularly for creators who are just starting out. Because if you're in fitness or fashion and sports or whatever, these are sectors where someone, an agent probably, is going to approach the contributor and wave the dosh. And the first answer is most definitely, emphatically, no. I would recommend that people avoid that at all costs. Far better, if you can, is set up your Patreon.com account, which is basically your own personal subscription magazine, where people can come and just donate what they feel is appropriate once a month. And I'm happy to talk about what I earn about here, Paul. Okay. I'm happy to talk about it. Sure. Roughly about 20,000, 30,000 views a week, about 2.5 to 3 million a year, which isn't that great. That's kind of middle of the road, but I'm earning about £300 a month from YouTube advertising revenue.
Wage.
It's not a living wage, but I earn more than twice that from my Patreon supporters.
People who just donate money to you.
People who are donating money because they get 24-hour early access to my reviews in the knowledge that it's highly likely if I give a good review to a hard-to-find whisky or a single cask whisky, of which there's not many bottles about, they've still got time to go out and buy that bottle and enjoy that bottle before it sells out.
Fascinating. Find the niche. This is the name of the game. Finding something that people want to watch.
Absolutely.
But then you having to have content all the time.
It's about having content. For some, it can be difficult. But for me, so long as I've got another bottle opened, glass poured, it's actually relatively easy.
Nice.
But one has to watch one doesn't get into a rut and start to recycle things too systematically. Otherwise, people are looking at a video saying, that is basically a different name, different version, but the same video I watched a few months back.
Temptation now that YouTube, I notice, want viewing time more than numbers almost. They push that as your top analytical information. So do you feel the need to make these things longer than necessary? Or not you, but some YouTubers definitely seem to sort of pace out their information over a long period.
They do, for the simple reason that once you do that, you can put systematically intervalled ads throughout it, which is a big mistake.
So annoying.
It's annoying. They're pushing that because it helps with advertising. Advice,
and you get money from it, of course, don't you?
Well, I would, but you get a cut, nominal cut, depending on the value of the advertising itself and who it's targeted at. Okay. That's all factored in, and you don't really get to see those details.
To finish with, you need your phone for this bit. Because you're going to take a picture of, because you've gone on Instagram as well.
Well, I mean,
we're going to do a picture.
Absolutely, yes.
It's going to be interesting. Do it this way.
Right,
so how's Instagram for you?
Instagram started for me 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks, literally, for my whiskey channel.
Here we go.
There we go.
We'll turn the camera the right way around.
Yes.
Might be helpful.
Is this selfie? So how do you take a selfie?
I know.
There we go.
There we go. Cheers. You see the studio as it really is. Oh, no.
That's us.
Plenty there. You take 3, it's always a good idea. So yes, go on, how's it going?
It's going absolutely fine. From what you call a cold start, in other words, I simply intimated it. So people that got the intimation tweeted, Instagram, their friends. I've got about over 1,800 followers now. Which is,
but that's not, you can't monetize that one, can you? As such, can you?
Not at the moment. Yes, you can laterally. Once you've got sufficient followers, you can then apply and register for Instagram revenue.
Right. Certainly all the celebs have that, don't they? Because they get, again, they push product, don't they, half the time?
So. They do push product, and that's where part of the skill is knowing how not to push product, but still have people's interest, because that gives you longevity. Mm-hmm. And there are other content makers who they got sucked into the traditional media way of doing things too early on and fell flat in their face. They lost their audience.
Well, Ralph, it's been fantastic talking to you. And other vloggers, please do get in touch with us, because we've got a lot to do. And who knows, you might get one of these. You must have been chuffed when you got that in the
well,
didn't you?
Yes, there's more of these getting issued than there used to be. There's two in the island. Myself and my brother's got one. So I look forward to the Isle of Man getting more, because the Isle of Man has got such a lot going on. There's a lot of quiet achievers in this island who, if they just naturalistically engaged with the online community, they could find information, support, sponsorship, confirmation, affirmation, all these sort of useful, helpful things that they can then network with their own friends and the people they know here in the island to show just what a big world it is out there and how the island can stand out. Okay.
Do get in touch with us? And we'll finish with you looking at that camera. This will be your still picture that goes on the very front of that. So smile nicely. There you go. That's how we do it at this end. Do join us again, more on Isle of Man Vloggers, and do get in touch with us.